Hello guys, welcome back to the Watch Addict channel. Hope you're having a great day. Today we're taking a look at two watches from the ROUE brand. It's a micro brand, it's a smaller brand. They produce very affordable watches. Their watches are really nice, in terms of style and aesthetic, but they're mainly based after, different aspects of time, vintage racing, and some other stuff. We'll get more into it, but here's the two watches in front of you. The first model is the CHR, which sells for about $265. It's a quartz chronograph watch. The one on the right is the ROUE HDS, which is a three-handed, pretty simple watch. It retails for about $165 through their website. So as you can see, very affordable and very good looking. Now before getting this video started, I want to give you a little history on the brand and what's behind the brand. Well, the man behind this brand worked for 20 years in finance, and then he decided to do something totally different, and he wanted to create watches with the same design sensibility targeted to people who are interested in good design like he likes himself. And all watches, as well as the whole branding, were his own creation. Now up on the screen is the CHR Chronograph. It's inspired by 1970s motorsport era. There are 3 color variations, and this one has the Miyota 6S10 movement. Comes with the 2 straps, a Tropic Sport silicone strap and a vintage kind of rally strap. Now the second watch, which we will see today in today's video, is the HDS. It's a 3-handed model inspired by German industrial design from the 1980s. It has 2 color variations. It uses a Miyota 2315, comes with the sport silicone and a nylon front leather back strap. Let's get into it, guys. Okay, so here in front of you is the first watch we're going to take a look at today. This is the ROUE HDS, selling for about $165. Now this watch is based on German design. They say it's brutally beautiful and industrially iconic. It's definitely a great looking watch, very clean. Nice cushion case here. I do like that. And let's get into some basic dimensions. Well, we have a 41.5 millimeter diameter. It's not too big. Now thickness, we are looking at 9.8 millimeters. It's not that thick, and it's very nice due to the movement inside of this piece here. Now we do have lume on the hands, and this is a double layered dial, as you see. This part with the 0 through 60 on the outer part is placed on top of this, and I think it looks pretty neat there. If you can get in, you can see that. Definitely looks pretty nice. Now this watch does come with 2 straps, this being the silicone strap, which is very nice and comfortable, very flexible. Very nice buckle here, as you see. Signed ROUE right here, and it's also signed on the back. Now the other strap it comes with is this genuine leather on the back over here, and then you have a nylon on the front in a grayish color. They do all have the quick release spring bars, which is very nice, including the one on the watch right now. I do prefer the silicone strap. It's a bit more comfortable, a bit more flexible, especially for the summer season here in New York. It's a bit more comfortable on the wrist. Now this case is comprised of complete 316L stainless steel with a blasted brushed finish, and I think for the finishing they did pretty good. As you can see, there's not really any mistakes here. Nice small crown located at 3 o'clock. Let's go to the other side. Okay, everything looks pretty neat here, very nice. Yeah, no problems there on the finishing. Now, the dial here, we do have a quartz movement, and we do have a printed logo right here below the 12. A nice strong yellow seconds hand. This is a Japanese quartz movement. It's a Miyota quartz movement. It's a very accurate movement, runs on a battery. It's not going to die on you. And as you see, nice to see actually, the seconds hand does hit all the markers perfectly, if you can see that right now. Now I do like the dial configuration on this watch. One main reason, because first of all we have the inner and the outer, which is applied on top of the inner. Now as you can see, you can read the time, 5, and then you can look straight over here to the outer dial where it's very legible, 5:38. So it's very easy to read at a glance. Everything is printed very neatly and very good. I'm going to try to get you a little closer there. Everything is pretty on point here. Or pretty much on point, I should say. Now, this watch is only 5 ATMs water resistant, so it's definitely not something like to go deep underwater with. You should be okay in the rain, washing your hands, or light splashes, stuff like that. Now the crown is a pull and push crown. It's very simple to operate this piece. The crown is quite small, but it's definitely easy to grip due to this, the way they made it here. As you can see, it's kind of like a sandwich. Now, first position is your hacking position and your time set, and that's pretty much to it. Push it back in and you're all good to go. Now, this watch does have 22mm lugs. We do have the nice quick release straps, which I really do like. You can change it out to the leather strap if you want, in like 30 seconds. Case back is screwed down. Very nice spiral brushed finish on the case back. As you can see, we have that checkering over here, which is done very neatly. I do like that. We have ROUE in the middle, sapphire crystal, 5 ATMs, water resistance, stainless steel, Japan movement. Yeah, definitely a really nice, well-built watch. Now, it's not the the highest grade movement inside of this piece. It's a pretty standard movement, but this watch is only $165, and you're really kind of paying for the design and the case build and the quality of the components. This beautiful strap. The case is really well done. It's very well built. We have a genuine sapphire crystal on the top, a nice case back which is screwed down, finished very nicely. Everything is of very high quality. And for $165, I think you're getting a really good deal. The lume is actually really good on this piece, and I'm going to show you that right now. Here is a lume shot on the watch. All the hands light up, and the 12 through 11 do light up. And it's not perfectly dark in here, but you can get a sense. It's pretty bright there. Now here's the watch on my 6.2-inch wrist. Definitely fits really nicely. As you can see, this nice silicone strap with these circular holes in it, nice pattern. Strap fits very securely to the wrist. It comes through here, then goes under here, and then through the safety tab. And definitely rides real low on the wrist. You can see that. I think it looks great. It's a great look. It's very, very casual, a bit sporty as well, of course. And yeah, I think it looks great on the wrist. Now let's get into the conclusion here. Well, for $165, can you really ask for more? I mean, it's a great case build. The finishing is great. The lume is decent. It comes with 2 straps, which are very good quality, I must say. I do like the design. In terms of design, it's hard to find something that looks like this. If you look out there on the market, some other watches are like $200 or $300 using the same components. I think for $165, you really can't beat it. I think it's a great looking watch. If you're interested in one of these watches, you can also check out their website. They have a few different, variations of some of these watches I'm reviewing today. So yeah, this is the first watch. Now we're going to move on to the second one. Alright, now moving on to the CHR Chronograph watch, and here it is in front of you in the flesh, and here it is. It's quite a nice looking watch. As you can tell, it's inspired by vintage racing. On their website it says, from Monaco to Le Mans, the streamlined model evokes the rush of the racing circuit, a tribute to those who make their mark. So obviously it's inspired by certain races, and you can definitely tell by the aesthetics of this piece. Now, it is a chronograph, as you can tell. We do have 2 different subdials, a date over at the 3 o'clock position. We do have a sapphire crystal, some basic dimensions. Once again, not that big of a watch. It's 41.5 millimeters. Thickness, 10.9 millimeters. Not that thick either. It does have a pull and push crown, only water resistant to 5 ATMs or 50 meters. So as the last watch I showed you, definitely not something to go in your pool with or something like that. We have a pull and push crown located at the 3 o'clock position. We have your normal pushers here. I do like these kind of small rounded pushers. They're very nice to push, and they do make kind of a mechanical noise when you push them, I found out. Now the dial, we do have a nice yellow hour hand and minutes hand. We have your 60 minutes over here, then we have 1/20th of a second below the 12 o'clock position. Nice date cutout over at 3 o'clock, as you can see. Very legible. And yeah, we also do have tachymeter readings on the outer portion of this dial here. Now, this is a 316L stainless steel case, but it is blasted and a nice blasted finish, just like the last watch I showed you. We do have a flat sapphire crystal right here, as you can see. Very nice. The finishing is just as good on the last one as this one. Very nice, no sharp edges here or nothing like that. Very nice. Now it does come on the same silicone strap as the last watch I showed you, but this one also comes with another great strap, and that strap is a nice vintage leather racing rally style strap, which I'm going to show you right now. Now this is a really nice strap. Definitely looks great on this watch. We also do have the quick release bars, and yeah, I think it's a great looking strap. Of course we get that same buckle signed ROUE over here. And you know, super flexible, genuine leather, nice texture, nice feel, get that vintage rally. I definitely do like the strap. And as you can see, it is marked genuine leather. Now some more stuff about this watch. So let me show you the chronograph feature on this piece right here. I'm going to start it. Here we go. As you see, it's kind of like a sweep. I believe it's 4 beats per second, not 100% sure about that. It's a nice white chronograph hand. I do like that. It goes with the yellow nice and the black. We have your tachymeter readings on the outer portion of the dial as well. Printed ROUE above the 6 o'clock position. As you can see, that 1/20th of a second. Then we have your 60-minute countdown over here. Stop it and reset it and it'll sweep back. Everything lines up perfectly. Very nice. Now getting to the movement inside of this watch. This is, I believe, it's a Japanese Miyota chronograph quartz movement. You know, it's pretty typical movement, not a bad movement. It's a decent movement for the price point. This watch is only $265, especially for a smaller brand to offer such great prices. When you know they're not producing tens of thousands of pieces like some of the bigger brands. I think it's, you know, it's quite fair in my eyes. Also, this watch does have pretty much the same case back as the last watch I reviewed. You have those nice checkers over here, stainless steel, 5 ATMs, water resistant, sapphire crystal, Japan movement, screw down case back, very nice, in a spiral brushed finish. Everything is done really nicely, very neat. As you can see, each one of those checkers are perfectly square, and they get smaller as you go in towards the ROUE over here. I think it looks very nice. Definitely goes with the theme of this piece here. Now I'm going to go ahead and throw this one on my wrist. Here is the watch on my 6.2-inch wrist. Fits very snug and nice to the wrist. Of course, the strap is super comfortable, conforms straight out of the box. Rides quite low to the wrist, just like the previous watch I showed you. Everything looks really nice. I do like how this goes under that portion. As you can see here, it goes under here, and then it comes through the loop, very secure on the wrist. And it's really comfortable. You don't even really feel it on your wrist. Super comfortable watch here. Yeah, what do I think about this watch? Well, for $265, I mean, very affordable, very attainable by pretty much any watch collector of any category. The build quality is really good, just like the other watch I showed you. Nice finishing, sapphire crystal, we have a Japanese quartz chronograph movement, we have nice dimensions, it's not that big, it's pretty thin for a chronograph, I would say. Yeah, I think it's a great all-around watch for $265. You have a date over at 3, we have your tachymeter over here, we have a 60-minute countdown chronograph, and hey, I think it looks great. You know, the bands are really nice. That's one thing I must say. Their quick release straps, especially the silicone one, is extremely comfortable. One of the most comfortable I've seen in a while. And yeah, that's pretty much going to sum it up for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this review of these two watches. You can definitely check them out on their website. They sell direct through their website. Their shipping is really fast. If you have any questions, I'm sure they'll answer your questions. They're pretty responsive through their emails. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video of ROUE Watches. And as always, guys, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.